Hey, dearly crafted. How you doing? Hi, Kim. Welcome, everybody. We're going to let people roll in, do their thing. Oh, yay. I'm glad you're doing good. We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. I'm super excited about it. I am tired, though. For sure. Hey, Elliot. Tonight we are going to be crocheting. I'm going to be working on my blanket. There it is. But I've got some news to share. We've got all kinds of different stuff to do tonight. I've got some new packages that I purchased, which is super exciting. So I'm going to show you a couple of wins that I got this weekend. Nice scores, all that kind of fun stuff. Hey, sister, how are you? Hi, Jamie Sue. There's Odd But Nice. She already is on it. She comes in. She doesn't even say hi. She's just on it. Hi, Odd But Nice. Hey, Therese. Therese is at basketball practice. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place today. Hey, Tebecca. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. It is, in fact, Wednesday night. So we all came to the barnyard to see what was happening. So I've got all kinds of things to share with you guys. I got 2 really cool craft wins this weekend. And then we're going to do some crocheting. We're going to have lots of talking points tonight. So, yeah, so I'm going to start off to say that Rebecca contacted me earlier today, Crafting Journey with Rebecca, and she unfortunately has had a death in the family. Her ex-husband has passed, and so she wanted me to let you guys know that that's why she didn't go live. So we want to make sure to send her some love. She is hurting, and they were still good friends, and so if you guys will just send her some love, maybe put up some hearts in the chat for her. Her and her kiddos, you know, they lost their dad, and we all know, a lot of us know, have lost parents and things, and that is not an easy thing by any means. So that is where she was tonight, and we will be thinking of her and praying for her and just sending her some love. Thank you so much for that. So that's what I wanted to start with. She had asked me to do that, and of course, I was completely willing. There's Crashly. Hey, girl. Okay, so I know we're only a few minutes in, but I'm super excited about a couple of different things that I found. So I've started cross-stitching, or I've started cross-stitching again, I should say. I had tried it out summer before last, before I started diamond painting. I tried cross-stitching, and I liked it. It was okay, but I wasn't like in love with it or anything. I did finish. Let me get my bucket out. Hold on. I will show you. This is the very first project that I ever finished, which is a Doctor Who cross stitch, and it was just a free one that I found on Etsy. If you cross stitch, you can kind of see some of the problems. I didn't use enough thread, so you can see the Ada cloth through the fabric. I didn't know that you were supposed to go in the same direction every time. I don't know if you can see in the middle of the TARDIS there where I messed it up. So yeah, so this is the very first one. And I love it. I'm planning to frame it. I just have to get a frame for it. But you can see, like, I used way too much fabric, all of the kind of normal beginner things that people have. You know, I kind of went through, this is on 14 count Aida cloth. And then I had started another one. That's as far as I got on that one. And I never finished that one. But I learned some more stuff while we were doing it. Sorry. Tree says, so I saw a cup that made me think of you. I may be a heifer, but this isn't my pasture and it isn't my BS. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those. And that is really, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm feeling extra salty this week, you guys. It's Shark Week. So that may be an overshare, but yeah. So this is what I started with, was just 2 different size wooden hoops. These are the super cheap ones. I do like using these, but I switched over to a Q-snap instead, and I enjoy my Q-snaps much better. But yeah, so I've started cross stitching, and I was cross stitching last night on my Letters to Hogwarts Stitch Your Own Adventure. There's a couple of us on YouTube that are doing that one. And I noticed that I was having some eye strain issues. Now, part of the problem is I'm working on an oatmeal colored fabric, and the main thread that I'm using to stitch my owl is about half a shade off of the oatmeal. So I got online on Amazon and I ordered a new magnifying glass lamp. And it's got a light on it. It's USB, so it'll plug into the computer. And hopefully it will also help with the lighting while I'm filming videos. So let's just go ahead. We're going to do it. Live unboxing. Okay, that's everything. So Brian says, I want to let you know Sister Sherry is not going live tonight because she does not feel good. Yeah, that's one of the things that I was going to talk about later on. Sherry is having some issues. That's diamond art addiction, for those of you that aren't aware. She's having some issues, so we want to send her some healing vibes as well. So we have a cleaning cloth, I'm assuming for the magnifying lens. Those are always good to have. This one feels satiny, maybe. Maybe that's satin. I don't know. Okay, so one of the really cool things that I thought when I saw this lamp is that it comes with a base, but it also comes with a clip. So you could clip it to your stand, or you can clip it to your, you can put it on the base as well. So I thought that was really cool. So here's the lamp. It is a bendy one. It's got a 2x magnifier and a 4x magnifier on it. So the 2 is the big one. The 4 is this little spot here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. So you can see that little dot there. So what you do, and this is a heavy weighted base. Hey, Pippa. You slide your clamp on there like that onto the base. So it clamps onto the base. It does have a really cool, this right here is for your phone. So you can set your phone down in here, which I also thought was super cool. And not only does it have all of that, it is USB. So you can take it with you. You can plug it into regular phone brick or a charging brick, or you can plug it into your computer. So tonight we are going to test this and see if it helps with the lighting issues that we're having in my apartment because it's winter. So let me just get this plugged in. It does have 3 light settings on it. So there's bright, or light, medium, and real bright. So let's see what that does for our lighting. Oh yeah, really we can see it now. So yeah, so we're going to test this. This is, I did get it for the cross stitch, but if it works for the crochet as well, then that's even better. I do have an aught light, which I absolutely love. However, it doesn't have the magnifier on it. So I wanted to get the one with the magnifier so that I can see my cross stitch, because I've only ever worked on 14 count. And with this project, I am working on 18 count, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I stitched for like an hour last night. And honestly, my eyes were already straining after an hour. So I think that looks really good. Oh yeah. Nice skin tone test there. So that is the first craft win. It was, I think, $25 on Amazon, and it was a very highly rated light. So I'm happy with it. I'm super happy with it. I will let you guys know. Bright light having a Gremlins movie flashback. So I will let you guys know how it works with the cross stitch. Now, the second thing I found, those of you that are not cross stitchers won't understand why this is such a huge deal. But I had gotten online when I got back into cross stitching, I was looking for a lap stand or a table stand or something like that that I could use so you don't have to hold your frame in this hand and then only cross stitch with one hand. Now I can do two-handed stitching, and it speeds your stitching up quite a bit. It's like single placing versus multi-placers. It just lets you do so much faster work, right? So I got online, and Stitcherista has one of these, and I absolutely loved it. It is the Elan lap stand. I found this, you guys, on Facebook Marketplace, and I found it back at the beginning of January. And I thought, there is no way that, that's my pattern, sorry. There's no way that this will still be available, because I found it like 2 weeks ago. So it does all kinds of cool things. As you can see, this is my Q snap. Let me move my needle. Hold, please. There it is. A pin cushion. So let me show you everything that this does. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So this is my 8x8 Q snap. This will not hold my 17x17. That one was just too big. So you can see, this is what I'm stitching on. You guys can see how small those holes are. And you can understand why I'm having issues seeing what I need to see. And you can see how much fabric, because this is a big cross stitch. This is all my extra fabric that's just bundled up back there. It's pretty awesome. So I have all of that. So this is the stand. This is how it comes. Move it into the picture there. See if I can get you. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit higher so we have a little bit better of an angle. Okay. So this does a couple really cool things. This part right here is where you put your cross stitch frame in. It's cool because it will flip so you can see the back of your project and the front of your project. And then, of course, it'll tighten up so you can use different size things. So I can use different Q snaps or hoops or whatever. This also, your arm, you can move it to where it's away from you or leaning towards you. And then here's another really cool thing, guys. If you have a big hoop on here, the middle part slides out to better balance your cross stitch. It's made of oak, and these things are about $100 if you buy them brand new. The really cool part is that I can take all of this off, and if you flip it over, you can attach it to the bottom so it goes almost completely flat to be able to travel with it. So when I go to Memphis, I'm putting this in my backpack. So this is $100 brand new. They come out of England. And I got this as well as the Miss Brenda included, the lady that I bought this from, this wooden stool. And this is from Chris. I'm going to say this is probably Donachie or Donaldson or something like that. Woodcraft. But it's a really cute little footstool. And it just pops up. It has this little bar in here to make sure that it stays open. And it just slides down, and then you slide it up to go flat. And this just gets your feet up so that your lap is nice and level for your lap stand. Yeah, and this is also made out of wood. It's solid wood. So I thought that was a really cool little extra that she included. And I got both of those things. Are you ready for this? For $30. $30, guys. That was a major, major craft win. I'll do a more in-depth video on this. So what you do is you put your frame in here, get it nice and tight. It does have a magnet here for your needle, so I don't have to use a cover minder unless I just want to. And you just tighten up your arm. And then what I can do is I kind of do it like this. This is the way I was doing it. So I would have my right hand behind the fabric, and you can feed the needle forward and backward. So let me get it flat so you guys can see it here. So what I can do is I can pull the needle through, push the needle through with my right hand, pull it out, put it back through with my left, and I can two-handed cross stitch. That speeds things up really, really quickly. It's not a complicated design. You probably could, and I'm sure people have duplicated this design. I don't have any woodworking experience or anybody that can do that for me anymore. So for me, this was a steal. I found it secondhand on Facebook. And you guys, honestly, this thing looks brand new. Like there's no wear and tear on it. It really does look brand new. So I'm super excited. That was a craft win this week. So that's my new stand. I used it last night. Absolutely freaking loved it. So Mindy says those have gotten so fancy since her cross stitch days. Yeah, it's the Elan lap frame. That's right, Pippa. Yeah, so I was so freaking excited to get that. It popped up. You know how when you look at something on Facebook Marketplace and then later on it'll come back and it'll pop up and it'll say, are you still interested in this item? Because I had gone back after I got paid and I couldn't find the ad. So I figured that she had sold it. And I was like, okay, well, I guess, it's gone, whatever, moving on. And Sunday, I was up like 7:30 Sunday morning, and it popped up, are you still interested in this item? And I was able to go on. I chatted with Miss Brenda, and she was like, yeah, I still have it. Absolutely, you can come pick it up. I was going to be over where she lives. She lives really close to my friend that I went to watch Super Bowl with. And so I was stupid excited. And then, of course, we get to talking because, you can't put two crafters together and then not expect them to chit-chat for a while. So we stood there for about 30 minutes in her foyer and just chit-chatted about cross-stitch and all of those kinds of things like that. So you need to find some of those magnifying glasses that click right into your regular glasses so I can see what I'm stitching. Yeah, so basically the way this will work is here is the stand. I'm going to move the lamp over. And let's see if we can do this on camera. It's still got the plastic film on it. So let's see here. Yeah, and by the way, guys, I don't know if I told you, but you remember I was having sound issues with my new webcam? This plastic stuff that I'm peeling off was also on the webcam, and it was blocking my speakers. And that's why I was having sound issues. Figured that out a couple weeks ago. So yeah, that was a blonde moment. So basically, I should be able to, I think my fabric might be too bright. But yeah, I should be able to do that and be able to see, oh yeah, that is much, much better. I can see all the way to Mexico with this thing. So yeah, I don't think you can see it on the camera. Is not showing it. You'll see how much easier that is to see. But yeah, so I was super excited. We had a good craft week. Good craft week, you guys. I will do that, Pippa, yes. Yeah, I definitely had a blonde moment, Mindy, like a big blonde moment. And it took me 2 weeks of blonde moments to figure that out. Yeah, so you can get this, like I said, this was on Amazon. I will link it. I'll go back in after the live and link it on there. So those are my 2 craft wins. Something that's kind of a little sad, but also a bit of a win for me personally. You guys know that my friend June from South Africa passed away about a month ago now. She came over in the summers. Her daughter lives over here, and I've been friends with her since I first moved to Dallas. And we would craft together. We would crochet together. I introduced her to diamond painting. We would sew together, all of that kind of stuff. And one of the really cool things she made is she made these bears for people, and she would let them personalize it and all of that kind of stuff. Well, when she was here this last summer, I was going to ask her to make a bear, but she was really struggling to maintain her sewing because of the up and down nature that sewing requires, because you have to get up and iron and all of that kind of stuff. And she was just really struggling. She was trying to make a blanket. And so I decided not to ask her to make me a bear. Well, she passed. And so I was over at Dom's this weekend and we were talking, and I had mentioned that the only regret that I had was that I didn't get one of the Juno bears. That's what we called them, was Juno bears. Sorry. The touch light thing is real sensitive. And so, hey, Abra. June had brought one back. This is one of the last ones that she made. So I have a Juno bear. One of the cool things that she did is every bear is labeled and numbered. So I have Juno number 64, and she had made this one for herself. So it's got the koala on it. It's got the little bear club. There's a bee and a bunny. She loved owls, so there's a couple owls on here. And she had borrowed my cross-stitch thread. And I think this may be the bear that she made while she was here, because it's got all of these cross stitches on it. And so you can see there's a cat and another owl. She loved the African elephants. So there's another elephant. So yeah. So I know this is not probably interesting for a lot of people, but for me to have one of these, like you guys, I cried so hard. Oh my goodness. Like I'm going to tear up now. So I got a Juno bear. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so that's my Juno bear for the week. So it is very meaningful. I was super happy to have one because I think I was pretty much like the only person of her Dallas friends that didn't have one. So I was super happy. But let's move on to something a little bit more fun. Let's talk about our Wednesday wins. So for those of you that weren't here last week, and that's perfectly okay, we're starting a new series called Wednesday Wins. And what the Wednesday Wins is it's all the stuff, all the blessings, all of the good stuff that happened to you over the last week from Wednesday to Wednesday. And so, you know, I've talked about my 2 Wednesday wins were my craft stand, my new lamp, and my Juno bear. Those were my personal Wednesday wins. So now it is time for you guys to share your Wednesday wins. So this week, what happened? What was your blessing? What was good for you this week? And I'm going to read them out when you put them in chat. And it can be everything from I got out of bed to something, really great. I had craft wins. I count those as my Wednesday wins. So what are some Wednesday wins for you guys? I'm going to go ahead and pull my cross stitch out here. Mindy hit 2,000 subscribers. Yeah. Congratulations, Mindy. That is awesome, and you totally deserve that. So, yes, congrats, Mindy. Everybody, make sure you tell her congratulations. That is a big number. We are super proud of you. So, Therese says that Teddy and I survived cleaning his room out together. Now it's painted and we can start putting stuff back in. That's an awesome win. I've been watching that on YouTube, on Instagram, Therese. And I was like, that's looking a lot like my room. I'm having some, I feel attacked. I'm having some flashbacks. Hold please. There it is. Okay. Sorry. Couldn't remember where my hook was. So yeah, I'm super glad that you guys got that done. That was a major win. Tammy has lost 15 pounds since 2 days after Christmas. Yay! Yay for the weight wins. She is back on, she's doing keto, you guys. So she's back on track. Dearly's Wednesday win is that she got to talk to her brother that lives on the West Coast for a couple hours this week. That is awesome. It's always nice to be able to talk to family. Well, usually it's nice to be able to talk to family. Let's call it what it is. Abra finished a project and bought herself a cool mist aromatherapy. Let me try that again. A cool mist aromatherapy diffuser. Smells very relaxing in my craft space right now. I love mine, Abra. I use it at work to help cut down on the allergies. And, you can get all like the scented oils and things to put in it. Oh, they're fantastic. Good evening, Rajul, and welcome. And yeah, my sister Tammy, she is getting a new floor in her bathroom, which is a really good thing because her bathroom and her hallway, like you would go in and you would go to like, how you turn around in front of the toilet to sit down and the floor would like sink in a couple of spots and you weren't sure if you were going to fall through or not. So I think they fixed that and she is getting new flooring. Yeah, 60 pounds total. She is much happier. She's much more comfortable in her body. So Elliot says his Wednesday win is he received a diamond painting from Allie. It came in the mail today. Yay! From AliExpress, from Allie Crafts Pursuits, from Allie's Pantry and Crafts. Which Allie would that be, Brian? Got to be a little more specific with that one. Yeah, it's always nice when your craft room is nice and zen and it's comfortable to work in and all of that kind of stuff. I worked on this. I finished row 2 on Sunday morning and then I did the tutorial and I haven't actually done anything since then. I've been cross-stitching instead. So yeah, I've been super excited about the cross-stitching. Pippa, did you have a Wednesday win this week? What am I doing? I don't even know what day it is. Let's see. There we go. So I did have a couple of people contact me about problems that they were having with their blanket. I think we got it pretty much under control, but Mindy and I are going to see if we have an issue here. She'd contacted me and we're going to just make sure that everything is correct and that I didn't give you guys bad instructions. So that's part of our goal tonight is for me to get this section finished so that we can see what it looks like. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm real salty. That cold front that's everybody's mad crazy about right now, came through yesterday morning. So I went to work yesterday morning and it was 65 degrees. And there's 2 buildings on our lot. They're maybe about 30 yards apart. I went over to the sales building to get coffee yesterday morning. And in the time that it took me to pour a cup of coffee and come back across the parking lot, the temperature had dropped about 15 degrees. That's how fast that front moved in. And West Texas is under about 8 inches of snow right now. And we got absolutely 0 snow here. They got a snow day. We did not get a snow day. So I'm a little salty about it. I'm not going to lie. A little salty about it. So yeah. All right. Let's see. I missed some stuff. Yeah, I love the Wednesday Wednesday. I like the weekly Wednesday wins segment. It's really hard to say. Pippa doesn't feel like it. She's still at work. Back pain is less the last couple of days, but still investigating it. MRI done. It's muscle strain. I'm sorry, Pippa. I have been there and I know what that feels like. So do what you can. And I completely understand that. Mindy says it is snowing where she's at. Yeah, so a little salty about it. I'm like, can I not get a snow day? I really wanted a snow day. Snow days are great crafting days. Let's be honest. Let's try that again. All right, so we have some retreat news. We currently have 18 people registered. 12 of those people have already paid their deposits, which is awesome. I have the contract for the building, and I'm sending that out in the mail tomorrow, along with the check to pay for our deposit, so our building is secured. So that is a major thing. There are only spaces for 20 people. So once 20 people are on the sign-up sheet, I will close that sign-up sheet. And then if someone doesn't pay their deposit, we will open it back up. I'll take them off the registration and open it back up. But 20 spots maximum is what I can put in the building. There's 20 beds and 20 tables. So that's all that we can put in there. I am blown away, you guys. Honestly, I thought, okay, we're going to have 10 people. That's great for the first retreat. And we will just go from there. And we had, I don't know who was talking about me last weekend, but something happened. I woke up Saturday morning. I had like 5 requests to join the Facebook group before noon, which I think is really awesome that we are supporting each other. Thank you. If you've mentioned the retreat on your channel, to your subscribers that may not watch my channel, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your enthusiasm, because your enthusiasm drives my enthusiasm. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy it. I'm not always the most bubbly of people. I can be a little Wednesday Addams sometimes, which is, that's just my personality. But I'm super excited. And the more you guys get excited, the more I get excited. So that is a really cool thing. I'm super excited. Y'all are probably tired of hearing me say it, but yeah, I'm ecstatic. So that's a really cool win for the crafting retreat. So we're going to get all of that taken care of this week. Your crocheting is hypnotizing me. Win Wednesday Addams. Wednesday Addams wins. That's a whole different kind of segment, I think, than counting your blessings. I did love Wednesday Addams growing up. I still love Wednesday Addams. There is a segment, if you guys are kind of morbid, kind of creepy, or you like, kind of that kind of humor, there is a woman on YouTube, and she did a series called Adult Wednesday Addams, and it is hilarious. So if you can find it on YouTube, go for it because it is really funny. So if you liked the character of Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family, you need to find that. No problem, Abra. Yeah, I thought Wednesday Addams was hilarious, and I loved Adult Wednesday Addams. I think it took me about an hour to watch all of her videos that she made. So yeah, and I cannot remember her name off the top of my head, but if that is your kind of humor, definitely go for it. The other thing that I saw just before I got on was that Kirk Douglas has passed at 103 years old. He was an actor. If you are not aware. So, yeah, there was that. And, of course, we can talk about football. Just in case you hadn't heard, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. And the only reason that I'm a Chiefs fan is because Pat Mahomes plays for them. And Pat Mahomes went to Texas Tech. For those of you that don't know, that's my alma mater. And he was our quarterback for a few years. And so pretty much he's a Texas boy, born and bred. And so pretty much all of Texas suddenly became Kansas City Chiefs fan. And they came from behind 10 points. And they won by 11 points. So it was a pretty good fourth quarter. The rest of the game, meh. But the fourth quarter was great. I do love my football. Yeah, I did see Crashly did have the Chiefs pins. I haven't been able to watch that yet. This week, a lot of times, you guys, I watch a lot of my videos and stuff at work. And this week, I've had to really focus and drill down and get some stuff done because I'm going to VLC in a couple of weeks. So I have to make sure that all of the work stuff is in a good stopping place. And so I just need to, get caught up on a few things. And so I have not been watching my YouTube videos. I see them. I just haven't had a chance to watch them very much. I've been doing a lot of audiobooks this week and a lot of podcasts because I can focus more listening to those than I can a YouTube video that I have to glance up every now and then and look at rather than listen to. So just FYI, I'm very, very behind already. So, okay, let me look at my list and see what else we have. Okay, so I'm going to do another segment. And I think we'll wait just a little bit. Oh, no, it's already 40 after. We're probably going to go just a little bit longer. We'll kind of go until I feel like stopping. I didn't have dinner yet. But yeah, so Dearly says she can understand. Yeah, you got to work for the money. Got to be able to buy the craft things. This is not making this any better for you guys with the black, but for me, I can actually really see the black yarn, which I always hated using black because it was hard to see. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. So yeah, so we watched the Super Bowl. I didn't really care for any of the commercials, honestly. I think the funniest one was probably the Alexa commercial with Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. But I didn't really care for any. I don't feel like Super Bowl commercials are the way that they used to be. You guys, well, some of you guys will remember when you watched the Super Bowl for the commercials as much as for the game and the halftime show. I know some people that watch the Super Bowl just for the commercials. And I was really not impressed this year. Haven't been impressed the last few years. This year, I was really, really not impressed. Gilly says, yeah, don't let that blood sugar drop. We can't help you if you fall on the table droolings. Just saying. I've actually been having some blood sugar issues today. I got real shaky earlier because I waited too long to eat. And I think whoever made coffee at work this morning, you guys, do you guys know what cowboy coffee is? That's what we call it in Texas. It's coffee strong enough that the spoon will stand up by itself. Somebody at work this morning made cowboy coffee, and I think I was just a little too jittery. And that was not a good thing. So I had to run to lunch and eat. And then I got home and I was super hungry, and I was like, but I don't have time to cook. So I had a peanut butter and honey sandwich for pre-dinner before I got on here. So yeah, I had a little pre-dinner before dinner later. I'm living the Hobbit life. That's okay. But peanut butter helps regulate blood sugar. So I thought that would be a good idea. Rebecca says, this year I actually enjoyed the game more than the commercials and halftime, and I don't watch football except for the Super Bowl. Yeah, I did enjoy halftime. It had a ton of references to the Latin American culture. I know a lot of people didn't care for it. A lot of people were saying a lot of different things. I don't really want to get into it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining. I picked up on most of the references. I did think that the one guy that came out and rapped with Shakira, somebody put a post up and it was like, or put a meme up and it was like Pope Francis slayed that halftime show, and I nearly died laughing because, yeah, he really did look like a pope. It was bad. The outfit, not great. The performance, pretty good. So that's all I'll say about it. If I look that good, if I looked that good now, I'd probably be wearing the same thing. Let's just call it what it is. If I look that good at 50, well, Wednesday is not going to be the only day we're winning. Let's just put it that way. So. Hi, Aussie girl. How are you? I see that you changed your name. But yeah, so that was kind of my thoughts on the Super Bowl. I haven't really done or watched much of anything. I've been kind of introverted this week, just a little bit. You know, the stitching, I'm still pretty new to the cross stitching, so I do have to concentrate on it a little bit more than the crochet. I definitely could not do this with the cross stitching right now. I'm sure I will get to a point where I can. But that owl has lots of little like specks, you know, like across the chest. And so I had to pay attention to, you know, and really count what I was doing last night to make sure I got those in the correct place. Let's not talk about outfit failures at the Super Bowls. They didn't have an outfit failure. No big deal. So let's talk about our new segment here. I'm going to introduce another new segment that I just thought of today. And it is going to be called News from the Tube. So news around our YouTube diamond painting community, things that are happening on people's channels, celebrations, all of those kinds of things, because I do believe in supporting each other to the best of our abilities. So let's go back to Miss Mindy. Mindy's Diamond Moment hit 2,000 subscribers, which she announced to us earlier, which is an awesome, awesome thing. So yay for Mindy. And Mindy is also working on a Hannah Lynn DP along with her good friend Maritza from Kiss My Crafts. And so that is one thing. If you love Hannah Lynn and you love those pictures, They are doing a Hannah Lynn DP along. And I believe, Mindy, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're doing a giveaway as well, correct? Or is it just the DP along? I was going to watch the announcement video to go back and get all of the details, and I didn't quite make that. Okay. Yes, a giveaway. Perfect. So, Mindy, here's what I did to make this one the correct size, the correct 8 count. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's incorrect. Let's try that again. So make sure, one, that we're starting at the correct end. Mine ended up here at the corner of this. So I will start my next row here. No, I'll start my next row down here probably, just to make it easier. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clusters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 8 clusters on this one where I ended. Yeah, I put in a ninth row on accident. Hey, Angela, how you doing, girly? So yeah, I accidentally put in a 9th row, so I had to frog that 1 row. But this is 8 rows, Mindy, and this is 8 rows. So we will talk after if you want to, and figure out how to make yours an 8 count. Because I think what you can do is on your last row here, you can just extend one to the side and go down, and we can kind of fudge it here in the middle instead of having to fudge it on the ends. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Okay. So the next piece of news from the tube that we have is that GB Maltese and Crafting Journey with Rebecca are working on a Treasure Studios art collaboration. They have 2 different of their Valentine's, their limited edition Valentine's paintings. I think those are only going through like the end of February when the giveaway and the collaboration are over. But Grace, GB Maltese, will also be live tomorrow at noon Central, so 1 p.m. Eastern time. And if you guys don't go to Grace's lives, she is a wonderful lady. She's super sweet, very supportive. I've watched Grace from the very beginning. I absolutely love her. I adore her. She's another Texas girl. And so she's going to be coming back. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing, but she will be live tomorrow. So please make sure, if you can, to go ahead and go and visit with her tomorrow. And that is noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern. So that's the next bit of news that we have. Let's see what else is on my list. So Creative Mayhem is not here tonight because she and her hubby are having their anniversary tonight. And I believe they went out to have, Dearly, do you remember what she said? I think, was it Greek food? I think they were going to, I think she told us they were going to go have Greek food today. What color am I on? Teal. That's the next color. Yeah, okay, so it was Greek. So they were going to go have Greek food tonight, which I do love me some Greek food. I'm not going to lie. So yeah. So make sure that if you see Mayhem, if you were in Mayhem's group on Facebook, wish her a happy anniversary. She definitely deserves it. Her and her hubby are just so in love. He was literally, you guys, the boy next door, which I think is just the cutest thing ever. What am I doing? Where am I going to start? Hey, Kerwin. Kerwin, is it your anniversary as well? Yes, that was the other thing. Thank you so much for that, Odd But Nice. Treasure Studios Arts have a 20% off code active until the end of February. One of them is DPQ20. And then I think each of their affiliates have their own different links But that's for 20% off through the end of February. So, yeah, so Creative Mayhem is having a wedding anniversary. And then we mentioned it earlier, but Diamond Art Addiction, Miss Sherry, is not feeling well. So please go in and make sure that you send her some healing love, some healing vibes, some prayers, anything like that that you want. Maybe check in on her, but don't be offended if she doesn't answer. And hopefully she will be back with us soon, making videos and doing her live streams. I did that right. Okay. Could y'all stop flirting on my live? Jeez, Go ahead and flirt. It's okay. It is the month of love. Y'all are fun. Oh, yeah. Those of you that didn't see, if you didn't see, I got a new Kerwin Crashly collaboration from Ashwin Crafts that I am like in love with. This is my stand, my Harry Potter stand. I know everybody's real shocked that it's Harry Potter. So you have Harry on his broom playing Quidditch, and you have the snitch and the Harry Potter logo, and I love it, and it matches my pen. Guys, I was stupid excited when I opened this. Like, stupid excited. I haven't got to use my pen yet just because I'm not diamond painting at the moment and taking a break. But when I go back to it, this is what I'm going to be using. So it sits on my desk right here next to my Harry Potter cauldron. So thank you so much to Ashwin Crafts, to Kerwin and Crashly for sending me that. I absolutely love it. And we are working on something else for you guys. Hopefully it won't take us too long. And we'll be able to get y'all some new stuff. So Angela says, got some new patty wax today. You know how I love myself. Girl, okay, listen. Angela, you are bad for my self-control when it comes to the candles and the smells. If you guys love having candles, if you love wax melts, anything that smells good for your house, I know Angela sells Scentsy, any of that kind of stuff, you need to check out My Clothes Smell Like Candles, because I don't know how she does it, but I'm pretty sure like she's got different scents in every room in her house all the time. And it's just life goals for me because I like my house to smell good. And she gets me in trouble because she's like, oh, look at this new Bath and Body Works haul. And oh, look at these new ones that I bought from Etsy. And I'm like, really, Angela? Really? I'm broke. I can't. And then she opens those new Scentsy warmers that come out seasonally. Killing me, Angela. You are killing me. Girl. But I did take your advice. And let me run and get it, because you're going to love this. So back in the summer, I was at Michael's, and they had these little silicone, I think they're like ice cube trays or something like that, but they're just these little silicone trays. And I found this one. I think I got this for like 20 cents. It's the stars. And I had gotten to the point where I was burning, what is it? Tiki Beach? Is that right, Angela? Tiki Beach, I think is what it is, from Bath and Body Works, in my scent warmers. But it was fall, and so I was ready to switch scents. But I had just filled up the candle warmer, or the wax warmer. And so I literally poured the hot wax into the tray. As you can see, I was not very clean about it. And created these little stars. So you basically pour your wax in there and let it dry, or let it cool. And you get these lovely little wax melts that I can now reuse. So I just put those in a bag. And you can, guys, this is literally like a produce bag that you can get. I just put them in there. I was out of Ziploc bags at the time. So, you know, you got to make it work. And I just stuck them down. This is my wax melt tub. So I've got lots of gardenia, and then the ones for the car. Vanilla snowflake, which is my favorite in the winter. Golden pineapple, which is obviously summer. And then the sea mist, and I don't remember where I found that, but it is, ooh, it's so good. So yeah, so clearance for 20 cents, and it's silicone, and you can just reuse your wax. And I did test those as part of my Too Cheap to Buy Patty Wax. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit warmer before I buy the patty wax, and that wax does work for your pins. I think, Angela, didn't you do a head-to-head? Was that you that did a head-to-head between your regular wax and your patty wax? So yeah, so now when I see those little silicone trays on clearance at Michael's, I get some more. So I got the stars, and I have some Christmas trees. And next year, I think I'm going to make some, you know, cute little coworker Christmas gifts with some Christmas scented candles and make them into little wax melts. Odd But Nice, girl. Y'all give Odd But Nice a hand, because she is honestly one of the hardest working mods on YouTube. She's always on it, girl. Good job. Good job, Odd But Nice. She's always on it. Abra is sharing her chocolate chip cookies with us. I got Girl Scout cookies. I went to Joann's on Friday after work to get sulky thread. So, and I know, Pippa, we were talking about this. This is the sulky, S-U-L-K-Y. Can you see that? It won't focus. Anyway, it's called sulky thread, and it's like a foiled thread. And they recommend this to grid with on your cross stitch. So I had the choice of red or black. I really wanted the blue, but red or black. So I got the red, which you guys saw on my cross stitch as I gridded it. And they were selling Girl Scout cookies outside the Joann's. They got me. They got me good. I got 3 boxes. Them little girls know where to set up. I'm just saying. They know where to set up. Oh, Sherry is going live after all. Okay, give me just a second and we'll shut it down here. We're going to overlap just a little bit. Marissa, not sure if you were aware, but Beth Minton, that is Shine Like a Diamond. Is that right? Is selling an alternative to the pink wax and an alternative to patty wax. She's putting it on her Etsy. And I think that's called the Diamond Shine Shop. The Shine Shop? You guys have to help me because I get so confused sometimes. Because this is news from the tube, Kerwin. We're calling it news from the tube. We're talking about all of our favorite co-creators on the YouTubes. Yeah, the red, I did like the red when I got done with it. I did want to do the blue, though. So I'm going to have to order the blue, I think. Trying to DP like a mad woman. These Hannah Lynn people are kicking your butt. That's how I feel with this crochet. Mayhem's like halfway done. I'm on row 3. Not that Beth Minton. Okay. Rebecca, can you find her shop and link it? We're going to go over a little bit. I'm sure that Sherry will understand, since I don't do it all the time. All right, so let's see here. Let's get through these last couple of things on my list. Crafting with Christy hit 500 subs last week, so that was her Wednesday win, even though she's not here. I think she's been having some issues, not feeling well. So make sure that you check on Christy. But she did hit 500, which is a huge number, you guys. I don't know if you guys realize that don't have channels, realize how much 500 takes, and then 1,000, and then 2,000. It's just, it's really a lot of work. So I'm all about celebrating those big numbers and the little numbers. 100, my sister can tell you guys, I was stupid excited when I hit 100 subscribers. It's surreal for a lot of us because we don't realize that many people want to watch us. And then when you just keep getting bigger, it's just, it does stuff to your head. Honestly. So, tonight at 10 Central, 11 Eastern, Tia will be live, and that is Tia's Craft Addiction. Somebody help me with that channel name. Yeah, I think she usually does watch the replay. So yeah, make sure that you guys tell Christy congratulations. Check in on her to make sure that she is feeling better. And I think it's Tia's Crazy Craft Addiction. I think that's the channel name. She will be live tonight. Tia is a load of fun. She is bubbly and she is cheery. She gives us great insurance advice. I really enjoy that segment. I usually fall asleep on her, unfortunately, because it is late my time. But she is in Vegas, so she is behind the time zone that I am in. Okay, so I think that was everything. Does anybody else have news from the tubes that I need to know about? Thank you for those of you that pitched in with that knew of things happening that I don't know about. That is exactly what this segment is for, is to support. Oh, Rachel and Mrs. Coffee are sponsored now by Diamond Art Club in their Facebook group. So if you are in that group, make sure you check that out. That was an announcement that they did today. I'm very excited for them. So yeah, Aubrey said something about Girl Scout cookies. Hold on, let me go back. I will be moving 6,500 cases of Girl Scout cookies on February 13th. Have to move them twice, once onto carts and then again into people's cars. Cookie overload for sure. So last year, I had an issue because I couldn't find any of these Girl Scouts. They were like mythical creatures running around, and I couldn't find them. Everybody else could find them. I just I wasn't in the right place at the right time last year. So I finally found them girls, and I only bought 2 boxes, and then I was ready for some more, and they were done selling. So I only got 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Now, that was probably good for my waistline, but my mental health suffered. I needed more. So this year, I got 3 boxes to start with. So I got tag-alongs, I got the shortbread ones, and I got the Thin Mints. You got to have Thin Mints, right? Mrs. Coffee put out a challenge to do an hour whip and chat for all creators, and she'd make a playlist. We need more whip and chats. Okay. And I think she's doing the Sassy Craft along as well. Patriotic Beauty got a video. Yeah. Oh, see, I don't like the coconut in the Samoas. Is that the coconut one? I'm pretty sure it is. Girl Scout mythical creatures where you're cooking. Yeah, I'm serious. I could not find them little girls nowhere. They'd all just like poofed out of place, like nowhere. I literally drove around one Saturday looking for them and couldn't find them. They weren't at the grocery stores. They weren't at the Walmart. They weren't at the craft store. I didn't know where they were. They must have been on retreat or something. You got to get them when you can and place them in the freezer. They freeze really, really well. Yeah, so I learned that. Definitely learned that. Okay, Elliot, we're working on it. I'm working on it. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. So you guys, oh, it's a 1K giveaway video. Cool. So it looks like that she has hit 1K. So lots of news from around the tube. So you guys, next week, you've got 2 pieces of homework. If you aren't cross-stitch, or even if you are crocheting, If you're crocheting, just keep working. There aren't going to be any more tutorial videos. We're good to go. Row 1, you do like, or all of the odd rows, you do like you did row 1. All of the even rows, do it like you did row 2. You should be good to go. I'm always here to answer your questions. It just may take me a little bit. Next week, bring your Wednesday wins. So start writing down your blessings this week so that you don't forget how blessed that you are. And bring those to us next week so that we can talk about them and celebrate with you. And also bring away. Whoo, Lordy. Okay, let me try that again. Bring your news from the tube. So all of your YouTube people that you watch, if people are celebrating subscriber counts, if people are celebrating doing giveaways, collaborations, I just want to hear what everybody is up to, the really cool stuff for the community. And we will go from there and talk about news from the tubes and support our fellow diamond painters, crafters, cross stitchers, whatever you are into that makes you crafty and happy. I want to wish you all a really good week. Hold on. If you go to the Girl Scout website, you can click on their cookie locator. What? Dang, Abra. That's like gold right there. That's golden information. So Abra says if you go to the Girl Scout website, you can click on their cookie locator, by the way, and it will tell you where the cookie booths are in your area. Thank you, Abra. That's your Wednesday win right there, Abra. It's a Treasure Studios art giveaway with multiple winners. That's really cool. So once again, you guys, thank you so much. Yes, Mindy goes at 7 Eastern on Saturdays. Rebecca goes at 8 Eastern on Saturdays. Somebody else goes, and then Jeremy goes, and I can't even keep up anymore. So I'm in the ones that I can get to. When I feel like chatting, I do go in and lurk and work in a lot of them without saying anything. Running to the cookie locator now. Bye, Angela. Thank you so much for coming, girl. It is so nice to visit with you, even though you're a bad scent influencer. You're so bad on my pocketbook, Angela. You can also call the local office, and they will get you in touch with a leader. I sold 100 boxes last year from calls. Okay, Amanda, how you doing? Thanks. I think I'm going to start with the 3, and then we're going to try to be good. Okay? Like, I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. So, yeah, if you watched Sherry over at Diamond Art Addiction, we are going to go ahead over there. We've got 2 minutes. I'm going to get off at 8:10. Make sure that you go and wish her well so that she is feeling better. Thank you guys for coming in. If you are not subscribed, please consider doing so by hitting that subscribe button. Ring that cowbell so that you know what happens in the barnyard. You get all of the notifications. We are going to be blessed this year. It's going to be a good year, you guys. I can feel it in my bones. It's going to be a good year. So, thank you for joining in. Thank you for coming in, supporting me. Thank you for supporting each other. Pippa, I will message you that question that you answered or that you asked me earlier. I did see it. I took my account off of my channel for personal reasons. So I will message you with that. And yes, please hit that like button before you go. I will see you guys next week if I don't see you before then. And remember, guys, until I see you next time, craft like someone left the barn door open. Bye, guys. Love you.